Okay, and what I'd like to talk about next is our ESL plus the package programs that we offer to the students. So this is where a student will typically take their ESL classes in the morning at MLI, and then in the afternoon, they'll go off to a specialized program for them based on what the student is interested in. And these are programs that we partner with, so it's kind of a relationship that MLI has with them. So those options that we offer are the dance programs, which is a bunch of studios that we cooperate with, yoga class, private music lessons, or surfing and scuba diving in the summer. And you'll see here we have like a sample schedule. So typically what it might look like, maybe in the morning, the students go to ESL from 9 a.m. to 1:15. And then they'll have a little bit of time to grab some lunch. And then in the afternoon, maybe like sometime around 2:30, they'd go to their dance, yoga, or music class. And that would last for a couple hours. And then around 5 o'clock, maybe they would go back to their homestay or dormitory. And this is offered in our support service. So typically what will happen is the students will arrive in LA, and then we will have our people go to meet the students. And on the first day or very early on, we'll take them through public transportation. They can get their practice commuting. They can go visit the location of their classes that they'll be taking, or the studio or the place where they'll have their private lessons. And we will be available for the students the entire time. So if there's any problems that ever happen, we're always in touch, and we're always able to help out the students with whatever they need help with. All right, so this first one I want to talk about is our ESL plus dance program. This is actually our most popular program. And especially for the dance programs, we recommend that the students take their ESL classes at the Hollywood campus. This is just because our Hollywood campus and dormitories are closest in location to the dance studios that we cooperate with. So you'll see there's a few dance studios here. We've got Edge Performing Arts Center. Edge actually specializes in ballet, jazz, and contemporary dance. And that one is close to our Poinsettia dorm. We also work with Millennium Dance Complex. Millennium is very popular and famous. They've got this red wall, and they often do a lot of video recording during their classes. So the videos often have that red wall in the background, and they look very, very professional. And it's cool for our students to take those videos, and I often see them post them on their Instagrams. And it just looks very professional, and it's a cool experience for the students to have. Millennium Dance Complex also gets lots of famous choreographers who are professional commercial dancers, and they work within the industry. This one is close to both our North Hollywood and Poinsettia dorms. We've also got the Movement Lifestyle dance studio. That one is actually walking distance from our North Hollywood dormitory. And those classes have a variety of, a big range of the classes that the students can take. So for movement, they can take classes with top dancers that are like master classes for more experienced dancers. Or they can take more foundational level classes if they're newer to dancing. And then we've got a playground studio as well. This is a newer dance studio in Los Angeles. They get a lot of good teachers and choreographers stopping in there. And it's on Melrose Avenue is where the studio is. And they also do a lot of filming there at Playground. Okay, and then for both our Hollywood and Westwood students, we have ESL plus yoga. So this is done at Liberation Yoga, and they can take yoga classes there. It's very popular, and another thing that can happen is that the students, if they are interested, they can get yoga teacher training as well. which means they would get a license to teach yoga classes. And that can be done at Liberation Yoga as well. Okay, and then we also have our ESL plus music program. So this is lots of different instruments that the students can get private music lessons through. So this is 2 45-minute private lessons twice per week. And the students can request anything from vocal training to guitar to piano to drums, whatever lessons the students are interested in getting practice in. You can get that private one-on-one instruction. Okay, and then we also have our ESL plus surfing program at Santa Monica Beach. This is available in the summer. This is for our Westwood students. Our Westwood campus is a lot closer to Santa Monica. And yeah, what they'll do is they will provide you with surfboards and wetsuits. The thing is, if the students would have to bring their own swimsuits or towels, they would want to bring those with them, but they do provide the other things, the surfboards and the wetsuits. Yeah, and this is a summer program. It's really popular in the summer. And you can see there is Santa Monica Beach and Santa Monica Pier. Okay, and then we also have our ESL plus UCLA certificate programs. So these are varying plans that we have, plans A through D, and you'll see that they are varying in length. So this one is lasts a little over 2 years, and then this one gets shorter as you go down. So the ESL plus UCLA certificate program, UCLA is a very famous university in Westwood, University of California, Los Angeles. It's the most famous university in Los Angeles. And one of the top universities in the country. And a nice thing about these programs is it's a way for the students to go to their ESL classes through MLI, but then they go to these UCLA certificate programs and they get to take classes in other disciplines that are not just English, but the classes are taught in English. So it's another way for the students to kind of branch out their minds and learn different subjects that are being taught in English. And finally, we have our mutual recognition programs. So MLI, we work with a lot of different schools, colleges throughout Los Angeles. And you can see these colleges down here. Santa Monica College is the most popular college that we partner with to send students to, but we work with all these other colleges. And the way our partnership program works is we have agreements with these schools. So typically a student needs to complete our high intermediate ESL program, which is a 6-month program, full high intermediate 1 and 2 together. And what happens is after a student completes our high intermediate program, we write them a letter of recommendation, and we send that letter to these schools here. And those schools that we have these partnerships with, they look at that letter that was written by either me or our academic director, Julie, and they see that they completed those programs, the ESL programs, and it functions as a TOEFL waiver. So instead of the students having to take the TOEFL test and meet that college's TOEFL requirement, they can skip over the TOEFL and they can just get direct acceptance into that college based on having completed our ESL program. Most of these schools require the students to have completed the high intermediate 2 level. However, some of them only require the high intermediate 1 level. So that would be something that you would want to talk to either me or the academic director or somebody else at the school about. It goes varying college by college what their requirement is. But that's also very popular, and it's a great thing about our ESL programs is it allows students a direct pathway into those colleges.